And here's your game on the line here. The Eagles can all but win it with a defensive play. Peters back to throw with time, throwing deep down the left side, and Heath Moody knocks it away. It's incomplete. Heath Moody, another West Texas boy, knocks it incomplete. And you got to believe again in the Mean Green. They have done it. They have done it again. Second time in 3 years. They come into Lubbock and they take it to Texas Tech.
The 1999 season provided another great reason to believe in the University of North Texas Mean Green football program. In his second season in Denton, head coach Darrell Dickey has established his own style of football at UNT. It features a hard-hitting, big-play defense.
Peters to throw, 3 steps, now scrambling under pressure, throws, ball tipped up in the air, intercepted by Jeff Rogers, has room to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown North Texas! Here he goes off left tackle, he fumbles, it's picked up by North Texas, that's a touchdown! D.T. Woodson picks it up and runs it in for the score. The Eagles were turned away, but they come right back and score a defensive touchdown.
And Hendricks is back to throw. Outright ball tipped up in the air. Picked off by Heath Moody. Here he goes to the 15, 10, 5. Knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line. An offense that can beat you with the pass.
Attaway back to throw with time. Lost it deep down the center of the field for McGrew. He's got him. He caught it at the 5. Touchdown North Texas. They score through the air to Broderick McGrew.
As well as the run.
There's the group in motion across the backfield. Draw play, Jaquay Wilburn with a hold, 20, 25, 30. Here goes Jaquay Wilburn to midfield, to the 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, down at the 3. Jaquay Wilburn broken loose.
Thing they have at 1st and 10 from their 22. Richard Bridges with his first start of the year gives it to Jaquay Wilburn, bounces off one tackle, heads out left. Here goes Jaquay, 30, 35, 40, 45, midfield, power move to the 40, and a pushing match down to the 35-yard line with a special emphasis on special teams.
And Baker is 8 yards deep in the end zone, gets off a boomer. And Paul will have to backpedal to the 25-yard line. He fumbled it. It's loose. Paul chasing. Can't get it. There's a scramble for it at the 13-yard line. North Texas may have this. They do have it.
Dickey's plan is simple. One built on hard-nosed, physical play and the opportunity for every player on the roster to prove themselves week in and week out.
Tanner goes airborne. Hang on to the football. Save that one for the highlight reel.
It's a style that has turned his players into true believers in UNT football.
If you don't like physical style of football, this isn't the place to be. We're a physical football team and everybody knows that, and no matter what the outcome of the game, when the other team walks off the field at the end of the game, they know they played a physical game.
We know game in and game out. One thing we count on is we're going to run the ball. We're going to run the football. Doesn't matter how many people they got in the box, we're going to line up and run the ball, and as an offensive lineman, we can't ask for anything more.
That style led to some exciting results in 1999. Among UNT's victories were a win over a bowl team and a team out of the Big 12 Conference. First, it was UNT's thrilling 21-14 win over Texas Tech in Lubbock. It marked the 3rd consecutive time that the Mean Green has beaten the Red Raiders at Jones Stadium. Later in the season, North Texas became the only team in the Big West Conference to beat league champion Boise State. And here goes Jaquay Wilburn up the middle. He is up, he is over, and he is in. Touchdown, North Texas. Here's Bridges, back to throw, 3 steps, going to throw the fade for McGrew down the right sideline. He caught this one. It's a touchdown for the Mean Green. Nice catch by McGrew in the end zone. The 1999 season also featured a marquee schedule with games against LSU and Baylor. That will continue in the year 2000. North Texas opens the year at home against Baylor. The Mean Green are also slated to take on Texas Tech and Kansas State. It's another part of the Mean Green football program that appeals to its players.
It definitely appeals to play teams that are close to our area and big schools. I mean, you got a chance to get better every week when you play a better team, and you're not going to get any better by playing teams that are Division II and things like that. So, I think you've got to enjoy playing the best and getting to the point where one day we're going to be there.
UNT established a new rivalry with Metroplex foe TCU. It's another key ingredient to the winning formula that is Mean Green football. Playing close to home. Over 80% of UNT's football roster hails from the states of Texas and Oklahoma, and those players all get to showcase their talents in their own backyards.
A lot of fans, from Louisville, and a lot of people that know me from Louisville. It was a great opportunity to still, give them an opportunity to see me play and, just get the support from home.
The 1999 season was also a record-breaking one for Mean Green junior running back Jaquay Wilburn, who became UNT's all-time leading rusher.
They have it from their own 28, and Richard Bridges back into quarterback, pitches it out to Jaquay Wilburn, looking for an alley, has one to the 30, skips a tackle to the 35.
Wilburn rushed for more than 1,000 yards in 1999, becoming just the 5th player in school history to reach that mark, and the first since 1993. Here goes Jaquay Wilburn off the middle with a big hole to the 40, 45, 50. Wilburn breaking tackles to the 35, 30, 25, and down to the 20. Big run by Jaquay Wilburn. But Wilburn didn't do it alone. He had the backing of an outstanding offensive line. 3 of those players, number 60 Josh Kay, number 57 Vinnie Patterson, and number 64 Andy Lott, did not miss a snap the entire season. Wide receiver Broderick McGrew became the school's all-time career leader in yards per reception, averaging just under 19 yards per catch for his career. Punter John Baker earned All-American honors for the second time in 3 years and finished with a school record 44-yard career average. Defensive end Corbin Montgomery led the team in quarterback sacks for the second consecutive season and finished 3rd in career sacks. But the most impressive side in 1999 was the emergence of new young stars, many of which were true freshmen. And Bond will play action the ball, rolls out to his right. Here comes the heat. He is sacked, and the ball pops loose, but they say he was down. And that was the freshman Chris McIver from San Antonio. Ty Jackson became just the 2nd true freshman in school history to lead the team in punt returns. True freshman tight end Jeff Munchow was 3rd on the team in pass receptions.
Long count to snap to it, not much of a rush, and Baker will run the fake, and he throws it to Munchow, caught at the 45, first down 40, 35-30, dragging a tackler to the 25 to the TCU 23-yard line.
Another true freshman, wide receiver George Marshall, was a go-to guy in the Mean Green offense.
A double tight end, and Bridges fakes the draw, wants to throw, steps up the middle he goes to Marshall. George Marshall caught upfield to the 44-yard line.
Redshirt freshman running back Michael Hickman was 2nd on the team in rushing and led the team in yards per carry. A pair of young stars manned the quarterback position in 1999, redshirt freshman Spencer Stack.
And on 1st and 10, Stacks back to throw, 3 steps, throws it deep for Broderick McGrew, and he caught it, and he's loose. Here goes McGrew to the 40, McGrew to the 30, to the 20, 10. They're back in the game.
And sophomore Richard Bridges. Long count by Bridges. Looking over a 6-man front, he'll run option. Evades one tackler to the 1, diving to the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. Richard Bridges on the option. The defense also had its share of young standouts. Sophomore Brad Castle led the team in tackles with 112, tackles for loss with 17, and tied for the team in passes broken up with 6.
Pretty wide right and run the option coming this way. Pitch to LT. He is trying to break outside but cannot, and knocked down by Castle again, the middle linebacker, for no gain on that play. That's about as good an open field tackle on LaDainian Tomlinson as we have seen this year. The sophomore from Llano makes it 4th down.
In fact, 5 of the team's top 6 tacklers in 1999 were underclassmen. 8 different true freshmen saw playing time in 1999, And in the final game of the season, 7 players who were either freshmen or sophomores were in the starting lineup. Another staple of the Darrell Dickey philosophy is getting the best players on the field at all times. Sometimes that means moving players to different positions, and other times it means giving a walk-on player a chance. In 1999, LaDarren McClain made the move from quarterback to wide receiver. He started all 11 games and finished second on the team in pass receptions. Former walk-on Jeff Rogers has been a starter at linebacker the past 2 seasons, despite coming to UNT as a non-scholarship player. He finished 5th on the team in tackles in '99. It's another facet of the Dickey system that has become a player favorite.
I mean, if you're on scholarship, if you're a walk-on, you know, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that people out there doing the job.
The future is bright at the University of North Texas, a growing university with a great location, playing Division 1A football and a conference that sends its champion to a bowl game. And things will only get better in the future. This fall, UNT announced that it will join the Sun Belt Conference in the year 2001. With 19 conference football championships already under its belt and the move to an exciting new football conference, University of North Texas Mean Green football program is on solid ground.